Welcome to Right Call Sports, your home for stats, analysis, and winning sports predictions. If you speak Spanish, no problema, amigo. YouTube now lets you switch languages using AI subtitles or alternative audio. Just go to your settings and choose Spanish to enjoy our content in your language. Gracias a YouTube. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a beat. Join the Right Call Sports community today. Let's make those winning calls together. I am Ray Bartholomews, the quarterback of Right Call Sports, under the expert guidance of our head coach, the legendary Master Pacho Star. Together, we make an unstoppable duo, driving Right Call Sports to new heights of success, as always helping your luck. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an exciting lineup for you today. We'll be providing 3 in-depth analyses and pick predictions. First up, the Texas A&M Aggies face off against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Next, we'll dive into the matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. And finally, we'll wrap up with the Denver Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts. But before we jump into today's schedule, let's take a moment to review last week's performance. We're especially excited to celebrate a big win from this past weekend, our successful Saturday pick, featured on Section Fan Sun. It's the segment where we bring a little sunshine to our viewers with standout picks and good vibes every week. This time, we called the over in the Texas State vs. UTSA matchup, and wow, did that game deliver! Both teams lit up the scoreboard in a thrilling, high-scoring contest that easily cleared the line. There's nothing better than watching our analysis come to life in real time, and we loved having so many of you tune in and share the excitement. Thanks to everyone who joined us and helped make the show such a bright spot. Here's to more winning picks, and plenty more sunshine, on Section Fan Sun, every week. Now, let's dive into what you came for, our in-depth analysis. Here's how the numbers, matchups, and key insights are shaping up this week. This is the Fan Sun analysis and prediction for Texas A&M at Notre Dame. After squeaking out back-to-back wins against UTSA and Utah State, doubts are mounting about whether the Aggies are truly ready for prime time. Now, the spotlight's on South Bend, where Texas A&M takes on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, a team that's notorious for punishing even the smallest errors. This matchup will be a real test of whether the Aggies can step up or if those lingering questions will turn into bigger problems. While Texas A&M came away with wins in their recent games, both performances left fans and analysts wanting more. Missed opportunities piled up, with the Aggies converting just 60% of their third down attempts across both games. Defensively, they gave up over 350 yards to each opponent, allowing UTSA to score 24 points and Utah State 22, keeping both games closer than expected. Defensively, number 9, linebacker Cassius Howell has been a standout, leading the team with 5 tackles and 3 sacks in those matchups, but the unit must tighten up to contain Notre Dame's explosive offense. Now, the Aggies head into South Bend under intense scrutiny, with a clear message: they've got something to prove. Notre Dame, meanwhile, will be playing in front of their home crowd, energized and eager to make a statement against a top-tier opponent. The Irish have shown a balanced attack thus far, with a disciplined defense and an offense capable of generating explosive plays. Their preparation and focus will be heightened, knowing that a win over Texas A&M would bolster their postseason ambitions. Notre Dame enters this matchup with momentum, having opened their season with a 27-24 loss to Miami on August 31st. Despite the narrow defeat, the Irish showcased several standout performances. Quarterback C.J. Carr threw for 221 yards, completing 19 of 30 passes with 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. He also contributed on the ground with 16 rushing yards and a touchdown. Running back Jadarian Price added 45 rushing yards on 6 carries, while tight end Eli Raridon led the receiving corps with 97 yards on 5 receptions. Defensively, senior safety Jalen Stroman recorded 6 tackles, and linebacker Drake Bowen set a career high with 6 assisted tackles, anchoring a unit that kept the game within reach. Notre Dame has since enjoyed a bye week to relax, recover, and sharpen their preparation ahead of Saturday's showdown with Texas A&M. With the home crowd behind them, the Irish are ready to make a statement and turn their close loss into a springboard for the season. The Aggies need to shake off their recent sluggish performances and play a complete game if they want to leave South Bend with a victory. Notre Dame Stadium is known for its electric atmosphere, a place that has rattled even the strongest opponents. The big question, how will Texas A&M handle that pressure? Both teams have shown a tendency for costly mistakes in recent games, so turnovers could very well be the deciding factor in this high-stakes matchup. Fans are expecting a hard-fought duel between two storied programs. The national media is framing this game as a potential turning point for Texas A&M, either the moment they silence their doubters or confirm lingering concerns. On the other hand, Notre Dame supporters see this as a chance to add another marquee win to their impressive resume. Fan Sun selection is Notre Dame minus 6.5. Let go with Sunday 2 teams 6 points teaser. The upcoming showdown between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs is buzzing fans. Both teams are coming off very different performances in their most recent games, setting the stage for an intriguing matchup. Let's break down how each squad performed last week and what that could mean when they face off on the field. The Philadelphia Eagles kicked off their season with a hard-fought 24-20 win over the Dallas Cowboys. Quarterback Jalen Hurts was efficient in the air, completing 19 of 23 passes for 152 yards, and added 2 rushing touchdowns on 14 carries for 62 yards. However, the Eagles faced an early setback when defensive tackle Jalen Carter was ejected for spitting on Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott. Carter was fined over $57,000 but avoided suspension since his ejection counted as time served. On the other side, the Kansas City Chiefs took on the Los Angeles Chargers in Sao Paulo, Brazil, but came up short in a 27-21 loss. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes put up solid numbers, throwing 258 yards and a touchdown, while also rushing for 57 yards and another score. The Chiefs did face a setback, as wide receiver Xavier Worthy left the game with a shoulder injury and has begun rehab, though there's no clear timeline for his return. Offensively, Philadelphia will likely rely on a balanced approach, using their strong run game to open opportunities for play-action passes. Kansas City, meanwhile, will emphasize their passing attack, aiming to exploit favorable matchups with their speedy wide receivers. This clash of styles promises an exciting game you won't want to miss. Defensively, the Eagles' pass rush will look to put constant pressure on the Chiefs' offensive line, hoping to rattle Patrick Mahomes and force quick decisions. Meanwhile, Kansas City's opportunistic defense will aim to disrupt Philadelphia's rhythm, looking to create turnovers and capitalize on any mistakes. This tactical battle on both sides of the ball will be a key factor in deciding the outcome. Special teams will also play a crucial role. Both squads have demonstrated reliability in this phase, so field position and kicking accuracy could be key factors in what may be a tight game. The Eagles' disciplined and balanced approach will be put to the test against the Chiefs' dynamic offense and the boost of playing at home. In a game like this, execution, turnovers, and in-game adjustments will likely be the deciding factors. We've got a compelling AFC showdown on deck this Sunday as the Denver Broncos hit the road to face the Indianapolis Colts. Both teams are coming off season-opening performances that couldn't have looked more different, and that's what makes this matchup so intriguing. Let's start with Denver. The Broncos' defense absolutely dominated in Week 1, recording 6 sacks, 7 tackles for loss, and keeping the Titans to just 133 total yards. That included negative yardage in the second half. But on the offensive side, it was a different story. Rookie quarterback Bo Nix struggled with 3 costly turnovers, 2 interceptions, and a fumble. That's something they'll need to clean up fast against a dangerous Colts defense. One bright spot? The run game. J.K. Dobbins and rookie R.J. Harvey combined for 133 rushing yards and a touchdown, offering some much-needed stability. On the other sideline, the Colts made a statement in Week 1. Quarterback Daniel Jones silenced early doubts, throwing for 272 yards and adding 2 rushing touchdowns in a 33-8 rout of the Dolphins. Rookie tight end Tyler Warren was electric, hauling in 7 catches for 76 yards, while Jonathan Taylor looked healthy and sharp on the ground. Defensively, Indy forced 3 turnovers, sacked Tua Tagovailoa 3 times, and looked locked in from start to finish. This game will come down to execution and composure. Can Denver's defense rattle Daniel Jones? And can Bo Nix bounce back and protect the football on the road? For Indy, it's about maintaining momentum and staying sharp in all three phases of the game. It's strength versus strength, Denver's defense versus Indy's rising offense. A turnover here, a big special teams play there. This game could swing on just a handful of snaps. Kickoff is set for Sunday, and we'll have full coverage before and after the game. Don't go anywhere. Our Sunday 2 teams 6 points teaser. Denver Broncos plus 4.5. Kansas City Chiefs plus 7.5. That wraps up today's episode of Right Call Sports. Remember, luck favors the prepared, and we're here every week with the analysis and picks you need to stay ahead of the game. Thanks for tuning in, whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on your favorite podcast platform. Be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and join us next time as we continue helping you make the right call, week after week. Until then, good luck, and happy betting.